Eshubaragbo mojuba. Are are eshubaragbo mojuba. Atamode kori eshubaragbo mojuba elegba eshulona.
Hello, I'm Abeo Jackson, a Catapult grant recipient within the Creative Online series. The project that I worked on and continue to work on, because it is a work in progress, is called I Am American. It takes a look at my family's genealogy and our history as it pertains to the arrival and influence of the American Maroon community here in Trinidad and Tobago. For those of you who don't know who the Americans are, they would have been African American soldiers who would have fought on the side of the British in the Great American War in 1812. And as a reward for their service, I suppose, the British granted them lands in one of their territories, the territory, of course, being Trinidad. And they would have arrived between 1815 and 1816 and would have settled in Moruga in the company villages. Of course, the story is near and dear to my heart, obviously. But apart from which, I think in this time, it's an important story that needs to be told, which is not to say it hasn't been told before, but we're talking about, the importance of seeing ourselves, the importance of being in charge of our narratives here within the Caribbean, within the African diaspora as a whole, and telling our stories in our own voices. And this is something also that I think needs to be included in the, education syllabus / curriculum. It's important. And the only way that can happen is if we as the creatives, as usual, advocate on behalf of this story, on behalf of this particular narrative, this particular truth that needs to be told, that needs to be shared. So yeah, that's pretty much why I would have decided to allow this to be the project that I would work on in this particular instance, because it was already something that I was working on. And sometimes you just need that little extra chuck, that little extra something to force you, to encourage you to get cracking on something. I've been doing the research, the information was there, the scripts there was already a shell of a script, and this just drove me to get it done. I am fortunate enough to have a wonderful circle of creatives around me who were willing to jump on board, 2 of which are also American descendants, interestingly enough. And they came on board. They pretty much, everybody on board gave of their time and of their energy pretty much for free, because what I would have been able to offer them would have been literally a stipend. Nowhere in the realm of what is truly deserving in terms of actual remuneration for this kind of work that they would have done, especially in this time, the constraints that we would have been under because of COVID-19, and just all that we've been through this year. This 2020 has been a reckoning in so many ways, which is also so important why this story should be told now, so that we could see the links of what's happening the world over. We talk about BLM, we talk about Black Lives Matter, we talk about this re-emergence of Black consciousness, so it seems, and how it is manifesting in this time. And I feel like this story is an important puzzle piece in the landscape here in Trinidad and Tobago to help us understand how connected we are to the rest of the world, how connected we are as descendants, as African descendants here in Trinidad and Tobago to experiences around the world, to the diaspora itself. So that's why I chose to go in this direction with the Catapult grant, and it really was an honor, and I am so I'm proud of the work that we this group of creatives came together and was able to do, and I'm excited to continue to work on it. You know, I'm not quite sure just yet the next manifestation that it will take, but I know that the work is not finished. It's definitely still a work in progress. There's still so much of the story that needs to be told, that needs to be fleshed out, and I am excited to be a part of that telling of the story. You know, if I could be so bold to feel as though I have a right to tell the story. Sometimes you have to question yourself and say, should it really be me? Why me? But then you also have to say, if not me, who? You know what I mean? So there's that. So congratulations to everybody else who have gotten an opportunity through this Catapult initiative. I think the work that creatives have managed to do this year has all been so brilliant and so important in this time. It really has emphasized how important creatives are, especially in times of this kind of time of uncertainty. All right, so thanks so much for including my voice. I appreciate you, Femcomtt. Y'all rock.
Living alone in the jungle. I living alone, you're living alone in the jungle. I living alone in the jungle. We are the Maroons of Trinidad and Tobago.
You fall asleep and snake pass over your body, and you wake up just so.
Allen and the Ayers and the Coopers. So again, it's a whole big maroon family, whole big American maroon family.
Me ain't never changing my last name.
Eshuba ragbo mojuba, are eshuba ragbo mojuba.
Food import bill high. And when everything reaching the port, the container full with all kind of extra things.
Thank you.
So somebody needs to go up to Lavantil and remind those young, beautiful black bodies.
Trump. The only Trump we do not acknowledge is Donald J. We are the continuation of the inheritance